Hi, my name is Michael Eclectice. For those who don't know, that's an immortal name. I want to begin with recapping the first episode. Got the human being, which I am, the soul, which is the weak nuclear force, come alive. We interact with the magnetic field and the photon. We combine and we just use enough of the photon's energy to wiggle our tail to Sagittarius A, the supermassive black hole in the Milky Way galaxy. And if you keep feeding and feeding on that photon and you believe in nothing, you become dark energy. But eventually that photon gets so small that the weak nuclear force is no longer getting the same amount of energy. It takes twice as long. It goes tumbling back down towards a supermassive black hole in a galaxy, where dark matter, being that it takes on the characteristics of the photon itself and the electron, it's called wave particle duality. So look at dark matter as surrounding the black hole as an electron, with the black hole being the nucleus. So the black hole is basically us as a combined effort, because we're here, there, everywhere if you're dark matter. And when you're dark energy, you come tumbling back. That's when, being that we're the weak nuclear force, we transform that dark energy back into hydrogen, helium, lithium. Now, there's a process which that happens, because you need to create the dark energy to keep it all going, because stars and planets expire, they die. So you need that influx of new material to keep it going. Now, being dark matter, we provide the time, because gravity is an effect. Now, whether we make it ourselves or if it's just a byproduct of dark matter, but human being, weak nuclear force, dark matter, gravity, it's all the same. And we build what you see. Now, if you were to shrink it all down and to the tiniest of elements of what you see, the visible matter, you would end up with what scientists call a quark. Now, the quark has one characteristic. This one quark would remain. It's got two ups and one down inside it. And that's your balance for the universe. Life takes on the characteristics of a quark. So in a little bit, I will explain why there's good and bad within every human being, and the decisions that we make and how we end up as either dark energy or dark matter. Because there's different stages to life. We're always constantly going back to, like the Milky Way has 18 Earths, we're always constantly being reborn, tested, just like in the book of Job. We're all tested constantly. And why? Because we have to keep making new material. If we don't make new material, it just all comes collapsing back down and it stops. So the only way you can keep making new material, create a force field around there so dark energy can't get in, or antimatter, or whatever you want to call it, and you give life a chance to keep reproducing and be safe within its environment. But because we have free will, obviously, we use up the planets quickly. That's why there's only 18 in the Milky Way, I believe. It could be more, but I was told 18. Now I want to get to what a black hole is before I move on to the characteristics of a quark. A black hole being us, dark matter, is run by one person. Now, I could think it's an angel or a demigod, but as we keep keep getting reborn, we gain power. That's the 13 stages of light. So each galaxy, black hole, is its own entity. And if you were to ask whoever's running the Milky Way, do you believe in God? They would say yes. Because even galaxies die. And that's what's happening with the Milky Way. We're making too much dark energy. Just like the quark, we should be making 66.666% dark matter, 33.333 dark energy. It's not a true equilibrium because you can either be 0.0001 up or 0.001 down. So there's no true equilibrium. And with dark energy keeping us away from other galaxies, which are also producing dark energy, the whole process keeps it so where galaxies aren't just forming one huge dark matter and nothing to after that point, which doesn't make no sense. Oh, that's why. Yeah, because there's always going to be dark energy because of the characteristics of the quark. So you cannot have just one big black hole where all of us are living and we're all happy. You have to keep the cycle going. It's what I call the built-in, so that one doesn't gain above the other. And that's why it takes twice as long for dark energy. And that's why once it starts stacking, Edwin Hubble, the guy who discovered the redshifts in the galaxies and figured they're all speeding away and that the universe is expanding. No, it's we're producing dark energy. And dark energy acts just like my glasses. So as we peer back to the Big Bang, I don't believe it's 13.77 billion years because the Milky Way, according to scientists, is just a tick above 13 billion years, which doesn't make no sense because the Sagittarius A is small compared to some of the huge supermassive black holes out there. I believe one of them's in the Virgo cluster. So I think the universe is more like 30 billion years, would be my guess. But who knows? Because when you're born and you come out as a baby and you're crying because you've been disconnected from all the memories of your previous lives. So you start off all fresh. It has to be. That's what the free will is. You have to give the decision. Do you want to become dark matter or dark energy? And that's what most religions are based on. Good, bad, all that. And in this process, those black holes can either shrink if they're producing too much dark energy or grow if they're producing too much dark matter. But the easy path is dark energy. And I will explain that in my next video. And because the Milky Way is dying, we're producing dark energy, and Andromeda is coming to save us. These two black holes will collide. And when they collide, that's the opportunity for people like me who are stage 13 on their life, where it collides. That explosion creates a rift in the universe itself, in the space-time that the two galaxies have created. That's why when they seen black holes collide, and the dark matter does something funny, and they're trying to study the pattern of what the dark matter is doing, why these two are colliding. Well, they're getting out of the way because only a certain amount go to the next universe. People who are stage 13. Why? Because we know what we're doing, for one. And what happens is we take all that built up excess dark energy and create a new Big Bang in a separate universe. So I'm basically, when I volunteered to go to the next universe, I'm basically leaving this universe behind. So I don't know if I'll remember all you, or if I'll remember any of it. I'm pretty sure I will. But when you get to a point at stage 13, you can either form your own black hole. That's why you see a lot of small black holes. Or you wait until two big ones collide. And you take all that dark energy, start a new universe. So if you form your own black hole and start the process of building yourself up, a lot of them don't make it because there's not a lot of material out there. It's too easy to produce dark energy. And I will explain that very soon. For now, I love all of you, and we'll see you soon.